Alright, this is the fifth exercise in a series of for-loop exercises for CSC111. So exercise 5 is very similar to exercise 4. In 4, I wanted to find the first occurrence of the number entered by the user. In exercise 5, I'd like to find the last occurrence. So the solution, if you think about it, is very similar to the first solution, except that instead of starting on the left side of the array and going toward the right, I'm going to start at the end of the array and go toward the front. And that's exactly what I've done here. I have changed the range function. Everything else in my solution is similar. It's the same as for exercise 4. And I'm going to change the range function so that I'm going to start at the end of the array, which is the length of the array minus 1. Remember that the index of the last cell of an array is always the length minus 1. For example, if you have an array of size 4, then the last cell will be at index 3, which is 4 minus 1. And that's because we start at 0. Alright, so I'm going to go from length of sound minus 1 to minus 1, but remember we never reach the second bound, we never reach wherever we're going with the for loop. So I want to stop at 0 and 0 included, so therefore I'm going to indicate minus 1. And because I have to go in decreasing numbers, I indicate the step of minus 1. So that's it. The rest of the program is the same as before. As soon as I found an equality between what the user has input and whatever is in the array at that location, I save this location in pause, and then I test outside the loop. Is pause different from minus 1? Therefore we found it, otherwise we haven't. Alright, let's run it. I will look for 3. Okay. Forward, 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 forward. And you see that now I is 5, it was 6, 5, 4. So now I is 4. So at position 4 I have this 3. It will be equal to x, which is 3, and therefore I will execute these two statements right here. These two. Let's verify. Forward, yes. Put I in pause. So now pause is 4, right here. Break out of the loop. Oops, I went all the way till the end. And it printed, my program printed, found 3 at position 4. Very good. Let's edit the code slightly. That I do this because otherwise, if I run the program a second time, it will not, for some reason, ask for an input. A little trick here. Forward. I'm going to look for something that is not there. 7 is not. Alright, and I'm going to run my code quickly. Last. Alright, last takes me directly till the end, 7 not found. So, but we spent time with exercise 4 figuring out how that works. You can do that on your own. Alright, so I hope these 5 exercises kind of helped you figure out how to use a for loop